before my camera broke down, I was talking about the art operation. I was talking about the worlds that I created, like in the history project. There was the exhibition Tonal Cinema, which I won't get into. I already talked about that. That came before the history project. The exhibition Tonal Cinema was from roughly 1998 to 2002. It overlapped with the history project. And in the history project, I had those worlds I mentioned: Crackland, the land of fissures. I mentioned Saint Elsewhere, and there was the Dream Assembly, which I was saying when the camera cut off, that it was like this assembly that legislated the real and the virtual, the content of dreams and of reality. And the Archives project, which comes after, which I started maybe 10, 12 years ago, was a sequel to the history project. Then I had other lands, and the lands, like I said, they're projected in my inward space. They come from working in the studio and having like piles of books everywhere, and it makes like this structure, this land, and it makes the Historiothèque, which is my studio, the research lab, it becomes like this abstract space. And there's the spaces, the multispace I call it, of my different, the space of my mouth and the movements and the tastes of my mouth, and the space of my spinal cord, and the space of my breathing space, and the space of my hands and fingers and legs. Every part of the body, of the senses, this hearing space, the visual space, the sense of feelings, sense emotions, there's another space. So it's all this internet connected spaces. It's very spatial. And in the Archives projects, I had Noose, which was this palatial, almost crystal-like, diamond-like space, which was the beginning of the universe, where the invisible forces came out. And the invisible forces throughout history, they control everything. They're behind every event. And so then there was Anti-Noose, which came from a conflict with Noose. And then there was the creation of Antiface-Cloud, and then Antiface-Cloud created construction land, which created archives land. There was all these lands. So basically that's the art operation. I just wanted to finish that before the video broke.